Burnout is a silent thief of energy, motivation, and joy. It creeps up gradually, often disguised as normal stress, until one day you realize that you no longer feel like yourself. The pressures of work, relationships, and daily responsibilities can weigh heavily, draining you emotionally and physically. While stress can be temporary, burnout is chronic, leaving you feeling empty and overwhelmed. If you've been struggling lately but can't quite pinpoint why, you might be experiencing burnout. Here are 10 signs that you're running on empty and need to take action before things get worse. One of the most obvious signs of burnout is constant exhaustion. This isn't just feeling tired after a long day. It's a deep, persistent fatigue that doesn't go away even after rest. You wake up exhausted, struggle to get through the day, and collapse into bed at night without feeling any better. No amount of sleep seems to replenish your energy. You may also experience physical symptoms like headaches, muscle pain, or frequent colds, as burnout weakens your immune system. Another clear indicator is a significant drop in motivation. Tasks that once excited or challenged you now feel overwhelming and pointless. Whether it's work, hobbies, or even socializing, everything seems like a chore. You might find yourself procrastinating more than usual or struggling to complete simple responsibilities. This loss of motivation isn't just laziness, it's a warning sign that your mental and emotional resources are depleted. Irritability and cynicism can also take over. You may notice yourself snapping at people more often, feeling resentful toward colleagues or loved ones, or lacking patience for things that wouldn't normally bother you. Small inconveniences feel like massive obstacles, and you may develop a negative outlook on life. Instead of seeing opportunities or solutions, you only see problems and dead ends. This emotional shift is a sign that burnout has altered your perspective, making everything seem darker and more frustrating than it actually is. Burnout also affects concentration and memory. If you find yourself zoning out during meetings, forgetting important details, or struggling to focus on tasks that once required little effort, your brain might be overloaded. Mental fog and forgetfulness are common when stress becomes too much to handle. Even simple decisions, like what to eat for dinner, can feel overwhelming. You might reread the same paragraph multiple times and still not absorb the information, making work and daily life frustrating. A major red flag is a loss of enjoyment in things you once loved. If your favorite activities, whether it's painting, reading, exercising, or spending time with friends, no longer bring joy, burnout might be draining your ability to experience pleasure. This emotional numbness can extend to relationships as well, making it difficult to connect with loved ones or feel any enthusiasm for social gatherings. You might cancel plans more often, preferring to be alone simply because everything feels exhausting. Apathy and a sense of detachment often accompany burnout. You may feel disconnected from your job, your goals, and even yourself. It can feel as though you're just going through the motions, living on autopilot without any real engagement in your own life. You might struggle to care about outcomes or feel indifferent toward things that once mattered to you. This emotional distance can lead to feelings of isolation, as you withdraw from others without even realizing it. Changes in sleep patterns are another warning sign. Some people with burnout struggle with insomnia, lying awake at night with racing thoughts, unable to relax. Others experience the opposite, sleeping excessively yet never feeling rested. Either way, your sleep quality suffers, further draining your energy levels and making it harder to cope with daily challenges. Another subtle but serious symptom is neglecting self-care. Burnout often leads to unhealthy habits, such as skipping meals, overeating, avoiding exercise, or neglecting personal hygiene. You might rely on caffeine or sugar to get through the day, drink more alcohol than usual, or turn to other unhealthy coping mechanisms. Simple tasks like cooking, cleaning, or even getting dressed can feel overwhelming, leading to a vicious cycle of exhaustion and neglect. Burnout can also manifest as physical discomfort. You might experience chronic headaches, stomach issues, muscle tension, or unexplained aches and pains. Your body is constantly in a state of stress, releasing cortisol and other stress hormones that take a toll over time. If you're experiencing persistent physical symptoms without a clear medical explanation, stress and burnout could be the underlying cause. Perhaps the most alarming sign of burnout is feeling hopeless or trapped. You might start believing that things will never get better, that you'll always feel this way, or that no amount of rest will help. These thoughts can be dangerous, leading to depression or anxiety if left unaddressed. If you feel like giving up on work, relationships, or even life itself, it's crucial to seek help before burnout turns into something even more serious. Recognizing burnout is the first step toward recovery. Ignoring these signs won't make them go away, it will only make things worse. If you see yourself in these symptoms, it's time to prioritize your well-being. Take a step back, set boundaries, and allow yourself to rest. Talk to someone you trust, whether it's a friend, therapist, or mentor. Burnout is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign that you've been strong for too long without giving yourself the care you need. Remember, your health and happiness matter more than any job, obligation, or expectation. Take the time to heal, and you'll find your spark again.